burnout is a real thing. And I recently was burned out over Christmas break. I'm trying to understand. Have you experienced this before?
Oh, 100%. And I guess before we get into my, I guess strategies, like, do you have any, how did you recently got burned out? Like, how did you overcome it?
Yeah, dude. So it was the end of Christmas break, and a lot of stuff I was doing, it was just like every single day. I got a ton of momentum with like waking up early in college. It was like POV, you don't have class till 11:30. And so every time I make this video, boom, tons of followers, boom, 100,000 views. And I'm like, all right, well, that's the roadmap. I'm just going to keep making videos like this and I'm going to grow, 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 grow. Well, obviously, it gets to the point where your audience gets tired of it. They know what's coming. It's not the same effect. But I was so pigeonholed in that area and so constrained that I just kept doing the same thing every single day. And I didn't like understand nor put effort into expanding. And the only thing I did were lifestyle creators. I was just posting my days. That's it. No creativity. And a lot of it came down from fear. I'm like, I can't step outside the box, post something different. My audience isn't going to like it. It's not going to go as well. I was just trying to play it safe. And I was on vacation over Christmas. And it's just like, I genuinely hated filming my day every single day. And I felt no love for it, no passion, no creativity. And it got to a point where I said, I'm done. I'm taking X amount of days off and I just need to completely re-strategize and truly figure out why I am doing this right now and what's my purpose. And after I did that, took a little bit of step back. My traction wasn't as good for a couple days, but it's much better now and I'm enjoying myself a lot better. So that's my story with burnout. It's a real thing, but I think a lot of creators face burnout and then they also just live in fear with the types of video that they post, and because of that it just like it constrains them.
No, yeah, that's kind of like the same route I think I was about to kind of explain is I feel like the way to overcome burnout is maybe taking a break, like, taking a day or two off or a few days and, seeing like, okay, like what is actually the cause of this? And I think most of the time the cause of burnout is kind of what you were saying is making the same video over and over again. Because like that's kind of when I had no idea what I was doing. Like I said, like I just the first video went viral and I was like, all right, I guess that's what I'm doing now. So then I was just doing routine after day in the life, and I'm like, dude, like I want to change this up a little bit. So like I slowly incorporated stuff. I did my first video that veered off the regular path was I think I did like a clean with me and I was talking in it and I was like trying to be funny. And like it did pretty well and it was really fun to make and I was like, all right, this is what creating is about, like actually enjoying what you're doing cuz like once it starts to feel like a job, it sucks. Like you don't I already have a job. Like I don't want two jobs, even though sometimes creation is going to feel like a job at times. Like you still need to have moments where you're truly enjoying what you do. And I think that's like breaking out of your shell is scary. Like you were saying, like you have fear. You're like, how is this going to be perceived? Like, are people going to like this? Is anyone going to watch this? Is this going to be like embarrassing? But what I will say is like, I feel like most of the time when you do kind of break out, it kind of can pique the interest of people and like maybe someone that hadn't seen you again, you come across their feed and like, oh, it's the day in the life guy, except now he's doing something different, I guess. Like I kind of want to see this. So like
Yeah.
usually I think it is perceived pretty well by the audience. And even if it's not, hey, I mean, you enjoyed the video. Hopefully your burnout's a little bit less and you can just keep on keeping on. Like it's not really that big of a deal if it happens to not perform as well as you'd like. So
So
yeah,
your
I think
your
that's the key.
your number one priority then is just enjoyment when making videos, or what is it?
I think you have to have a balance because, like, I'd love to say, like, I want to enjoy every single video I make. But to do that, you can't really post every single day, probably not even every other day, which
Yeah.
sucks. Like, I wish, like, it's just with content, like, the cycle's so short. Like, a video cycle is so short. And sometimes, like, I wish I've really tried, like, I feel like I enjoy more videos now than maybe I did a few months ago. But sometimes I'm like, maybe I haven't posted for a day and I like can't think of a new idea. And so I just have to go with, a routine video or a day in the life. And people like those videos. Like, it's not like
I
and they're not easy to make. but sometimes I feel like I'm like, damn, I feel bad. I'm like, I'm kind of doing the people that watch me a disservice. Like I'm not really giving it my all, but it's like people enjoy it, and I want to at least give them some type of content instead of just being dormant. But
Wow.
the
You
yeah,
feel bad. Like you feel bad if you're just kind of coasting and making a day in the life video.
yeah, I feel bad because I'm like I feel like they've seen this before, and it's like I'm not giving them something new, and maybe they don't, maybe people don't really care, but like I care, and I want to like truly like entertain people with like new content and new ideas, and
Yeah,
whether it's entertain, inform, or just make people laugh. Like I want to do something for them, and like yeah, it's like I really want to like there's videos like you care about more than others,
true.
and like I want to get as many of videos that I truly care about out as I can. But it's just
Yeah.
so hard with like how we are nowadays. Like you got to just keep going. You got to have so many videos out there to like keep growing. It's tough.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Somewhere on the screen should direct you to somewhere else in our channel. But as always, believe foolishly.